It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for our neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty woods, a neighborly day for our beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in this neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hello, television neighbors. Here we are, visiting again. See what I brought for you today? This is a sea otter that you see right here. This is a sea turtle that you see right here. And this is the once upon a time in Mexico scene selection that you see right here. Now, before we go visit my dear friend Sam, Julius at our neighborhood clock store in just a few minutes. I have a song for you. Did you know that it's all right to wonder? Did you know that it's all right to wonder? There are all kinds of wonderful things. Did you know that it's all right to marvel? Did you know that it's all right to marvel? There are all kinds of marvelous things. You can ask a lot of questions about the world and your place in it. You can ask about people's feelings. You can learn the sky's the limit. Did you know that it's alright you're learning? Did you know that it's alright you're learning about all kinds of wonderful, all kinds of marvelously wonderful things? Alright, now I think it's time to call my dear friend Sam Julius and see if we could go over to our neighborhood clock store right now. So let me dial his phone number and see if we could come over there right away. Hello, Sam.
Yes? Who's this?
This is Victor Sprinkle from Victor Sprinkle's neighborhood.
Oh, wow. How are you this fine, beautiful clockwork day?
I'm doing good, Sam.
Excellent.
Listen, Sam, the reason why I'm calling you is I was wondering if this is a good day to show me and my television neighbors around your neighborhood clock store.
Oh, it would be a perfect day. Absolutely perfect. Why don't you come on over?
All right, sounds Sounds good, Sam. We'll see you in a bit.
Okie doke, I'll look forward to it.
All right. Thanks for calling, Sam.
Oh, bye.
Bye. Well, let's go meet Sam Julius at our neighborhood clock store right away. Come along. Sam.
Hey, Victor, good to see you again, buddy. How are you?
Good. Glad to see you too.
Yeah, well, welcome to the neighborhood clock store.
I'd like to introduce you to my television neighbor. This is Mr. Sam Julius.
Hello, television neighbor. How are you this fine clockwork day? Very well. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. What's up, Vic?
Thanks for having us over.
Oh, you're very welcome. I always enjoy company. It's pretty lonely here at the clock shop, you know, because not too many people have fancy wind-up clocks anymore. Just about everybody's gone digital, so it's kind of lonely here at the neighborhood clock shop.
So, tell us, Sam.
Yes?
I hear that when you were about 6.5 years old, you got started in wind-up clocks, didn't you?
Well, that's absolutely true, Victor. When I was 6.5, my parents had a grandfather clock, and somebody let it unwind. And so it needed to be wound, and when it quit running, I went around to the back of the clock and I opened it up, and I was amazed looking at all the wheels and everything and thinking, oh my goodness, this is magnificent. And I took the key and I wound it up and it started going again. And from that day forward, I was fascinated with clocks.
Now, did you ever get surprised when you were interested in these fancy clocks, Sam?
You hear that? Do you hear that?
Yes.
That was one of my favorite clocks. I hope you heard it, television neighbor. Did I ever get surprised? I got surprised almost every time I opened up a clock because they're all built differently. And some of the masters, the geniuses that built these clocks always surprised me when I looked at the internal workings of these amazing machines.
Now, when you were very young and when you first run this clock store, did you ever feel nervous or scared or excited when you first decided to run this clock store all on your own?
All of the above. Nervous, afraid, and excited. I was nervous because I was only 16 years old and I didn't know if anybody would be interested in my clocks. And then I was excited when that first customer came in, and I got a little scared because that first customer just took one look around and turned on his heels and walked right back out. And I thought, oh my goodness. But then just a few minutes later, my real first customer came in, a beautiful woman with a cane. She was elderly, and she looked at my clocks and her mouth fell open, and she said, "Where did you get all these beautiful clocks?" And I said, "I made them." And she said, "No, how could you? You're just a boy." I said, "Yes, but I've been fascinated with clocks for 10 years now, and I've learned everything about them, and these are the ones that I've built, and they're all for sale. Are you interested?" And she said, "Oh my goodness, am I?" And she proceeded to buy 2 of my 3 clocks. Only left me with 1, so I knew I had to get busy making some more. And I was excited. Yes, I was.
Now, Sam, I have just one final question before I return back to my television home.
Okay.
I suppose when young children want to go to your store, they must get a very good feeling to know that you're able to open their minds to help them understand what it's like to hear the music of the clock tower ringing.
Well,
That makes them feel very happy when they hear the clock ringing.
yes. Well, I obviously can't get inside their heads and read their minds, but I can observe their reactions. And when one of my clocks chimes the time of the day and the little head turns to look, where's that sound coming from? And then they see the clock and they hear it and their eyes light up and sometimes they jump up and down and, "Mommy, Daddy, oh, look at that." Then I know they're pretty excited. Yep. Does my heart good. Makes me feel very happy.
Well, Sam, thanks for having me here today.
Well, Victor, as long as you're here, I happen to be working on 3 clocks right here on my workbench. Would you like to see them?
Yes, before I go.
Yes, if you know what's good for you.
Yeah.
Because the prop manager went to great lengths to get these clocks ready for you. And if you ignored them, oh boy, it might be the last time she ever did anything. So let me show you. Clock number 1. Isn't this a beauty? You see it, television neighbor? Huh? Look at that. It can hang on just about anything. It can hang on a peg on the wall. It can hang on a nail. It can hang on a screw. It can hang just about anywhere. And it's a beautiful clock. I love it. And then, here's another one of my favorite clocks. Look at that. Look at that delicate handwork. Isn't it beautiful, television neighbor? And once again, it can be hung on just about anything. I like to hang this one on a hook, on a chain, so that it swings back and forth in the breeze. And last but not least, how about this one? Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my goodness, and it's got 2 little birdies on the top sitting on the clock. You'd think it was a cuckoo clock, but those are really doves.
Yes. Well, thanks a lot, Sam.
You're very welcome, Victor. You're very welcome too, television neighbor. Come back when you can stay longer. I love to visit.
Well, I must be going.
Okay, goodbye, Victor.
Okay, let's go back to my place. Isn't Sam Julius, one of the world's greatest clockwork maker ever seen on television. I'm glad I was able to show you television neighbors that type of man that can really handle clocks very well. Well, why don't we get the neighborhood trolley and we'll have some make-believe. Alright, now what should we pretend to today? How about XDL getting his first toy toy clock pocket watch pocket watch. That sounds interesting to pretend. So why don't we pretend some more about that now, shall we? Alright, trolley, to the neighborhood of make-believe. I think I'm gonna get my first toy pocket watch. Handyman Joe Negri.
Oh, well, X, what makes you think that?
Well, my cousin Mary told me yesterday in the neighborhood of make-believe that I was supposed to get my package from Mr. McFeely, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, well, you're a pretty smart thinker, X. You figured that one out. Yes, I have your first pocket watch and a song to go with it.
Well, I like to hear it, Mr. Negri.
Okay. Catch a pocket watch and put it in your pocket. Save it for the time of day. And it goes on and on like that. Here's your pocket watch.
Why, thank you for that delightful song, Mr. Negri.
Oh, you're very, very welcome, X. I hope you enjoy your pocket watch. It's a beauty.
And we thank you too, Trolley, and we'll see you again the next time we're together. Goodbye, Trolley. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen to XDL's make-believe pocket watch. Well, we'll pretend some more about XDL's make-believe pocket watch another time. You know, I got one more song for you, television neighbors, before I go. I'm proud of you, I'm proud of you. I hope that you are proud as I am proud of you. I'm proud of you. I hope that you are proud of you too. And that is what I like about you. And you'll find many good, healthy reasons to be proud of somebody who is proud of you, and not be afraid to have many clocks or fancy things to say what's in your inner heart that chimes like music to your ears. And when you feel the need to talk about somebody you love, about the many different clocks and the different chimes it has, it can give you such a sweet feeling to be able to ask somebody for help and be a swell listener to clock music, as well as your loved ones chimes as well. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day, it's such a good feeling. A very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the week is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. You always make each day and each week a special one for me. You know how? By just your being yourself. There's only one person in this whole world exactly like you, and that's you yourself. And I like you exactly as you are. And I'll see you next time, television neighbors. Goodbye.